Okay, so you have seen the title. Let's just get on with the video because I wanted this to be shown as quick as possible. Also, yeah, surveying is human research. Anyway, how did I survey the players, you ask? Well, I simply just sent a message in the Funky Friday Discord server about the form and waited for the results. After a day, I got enough responses to make some statistics. First off, I asked 5 questions. What is your favourite song? What is your least favourite song? What do you think is the hardest song? What no skin do you use? And do you play any other rhythm games? Let's start off with the favourite songs. The way I categorized everything is by combining the scores for each mod, and if they got less than 2, they wouldn't be added to the chart. Now, as you can see here, there is a wide range of mods. In first was the Camellia remixes, with Rude Buster carrying it to the top. In a 3-way tie for second was Ponko, Zade, and Toho, which I'm surprised about because Toho used to be really hated back in the old days, and tied third was Imposter and Bob and Bossip. Now, one thing that surprised me about the entire survey is that no remixes except from Camellia were voted for once on any category. It's also surprisingly equal with a lot of mods being at around 2 or 3 votes. Anyway, let's go on to the next question. What is the worst song in FF? This chart was a lot different, with Bob being first by a long shot, and that's because of Run with 11 votes and Little Man with 2 votes. I mean, this was expected, because Bob is really unbalanced and basically just really annoying vibro. And Little Man has 2 votes because it's long and boring. Next is Matt. Now Matt was much different. Most people who voted for Matt voted for the week 3 and 2 songs. But there was also a few that just said all old songs. This is probably because of the more spammy nature and difficulty of the charts, which makes sense. And in third was just bass F and F. This is probably because the songs and charting are pretty outdated. Also, my favourite response on the entire survey was here. Let me just show you it. Honestly, I agree. And finally, a funny thing is, I had to make an easy song and tutorials category because of how many people voted for him. I mean, easy songs are boring. Anyway, let's get to the third question. What is the hardest song in FF? I did this song just to see what the community thought was the hardest song. Also, Bob was not allowed on this for obvious reasons. Of course, in first was Ghost with 46 votes, but some other stuff was surprising. The End was voted 8 times, which makes sense. The charting is painful to play. Termination was voted 8 times, which was probably because it was pretty new, compared to the other songs anyway. True Trolling had 6, which was probably because of how dense those streams are. But the one thing that surprised me was that A Gota Insane had only 4 votes. I thought it was known as that one annoying chart. I guess not. Anyway, let's just keep going. The fourth question was, what skin do you use? I'll just read out the placements. In last was Bar with 1 vote. In tied 5th place was Stepmania and Diamond Arrows with 3 votes, which I'm kind of surprised about since I've recently seen a lot of Diamond players. In 4th was Sussy with 5 votes because the skin just sucks. In tied 3rd was Stepmania Wide and Default Arrows with 12 votes. Just barely 2nd was Ron with 13 votes. And first was Circle with 37 votes, which makes me very happy. This is all preference, of course, and if I did it with a larger amount of people, it might have been completely different for all the questions. So yeah, the last question is, do you play other rhythm games? And yes won with 65 votes, compared to 11. I think it's great that FF players are playing other rhythm games. It lets them experience different styled rhythm games than other 4-key engines. Or it's just good Osimania players that want to troll children. That's also a valid option. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll just scroll through all the extra notes that you could add on the survey. Thanks for watching, and like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you care.